Hi everyone, Adam here, and I have a tiny microphone, and I'm just going to give my quick thoughts on Avatar, Fire and Ash. And this stars Sam Worthington, Zoe Saldana, Sigourney Weaver, Stephen Lang, Kate Winslet, Honor Chaplin, Cliff Curtis, and is of course directed by James Cameron. Set not long after the events of The Way of Water. And with Jake having to deal with the death of his son after the events in the previous movie. And Jake still having to deal with the Colonel, who's still after him and his family. They also have to deal with Spider, who has to live in a mask, otherwise, if you remember from the previous movie, he will die, but it is becoming quite dangerous for him. But they soon have another threat, a new enemy, a new tribe who are vicious and evil, and still having to deal with how his family reacts after the events of The Way of Water. Alright, so I'm not going to give away too much about the plot. As for what I thought, it's okay, of course. It looks fantastic. I did see it in 3D. But I found it to be a bit lacking in plot. It does drag on for a little bit. It's about 3 hours, 15 minutes. So to me there was a lot of filler, but everything looked fantastic, as you'd expect. It's a well-made movie, don't get me wrong. As I said, and the special effects are top-notch. And there is some decent action scenes as well, but I don't think this one's as good as The Way of Water. Or as good as the original Avatar. I think out of the three of them, this would probably be the weakest in the trilogy to me. Yeah, it just doesn't have as much action as The Way of Water. And I will say this does actually draw a bit more on the mystical side of Pandora as well. You see a bit more of that in this one. Yeah, so it's okay. It's like, technically it's fantastic. And the actors do fine in their roles, to be honest. You pretty much know what to expect from, Sam Worthington and Zoe Saldana. I will say I liked aspects of it, but I also think it is way too long. So space out your drink if you do go to see it. So overall, I'll give it a 7, mainly because of how technically good it is. But there is a lot of filler. So as always, just my opinion. Feel free to disagree, like, comment, subscribe. I'm Adam, I have a tiny microphone, and I'll see you again soon. Look like a wet t-shirt competition.